Hello everyone, BrickBro here. Today I'm sharing my top 10 brick film tips I have learned in the past years. It's going to be super sweet. It's going to start out easy and get a bit harder as we go, but it should be easy to grasp. Hope you like it. Enjoy. Let's get started. Alright, so this is going to be the stuff you'll need before we get into it. So you're going to need a base plate. And then you're going to need a phone, preferably with Stopmotion Studio Pro app. You're going to need 2 or 3 desk lamps. One would work, but you want 2 or 3. You're going to need some Lego bricks for building your sets, and your camera stand, tack putty and or blue tack, and the most important part, your minifigures. Alright, so now we're going to make a simple and sturdy phone stand. So you're going to want 3 globs of fair-sized tack putty. You can get blue tack and tack putty from Walmart. I'm not so sure about the white tack putty, but blue tack, very easy to find. So you're going to want to make this pole here. Very simple to make, just 4x4. You can do whatever you want, doesn't have to be this, just as long as it's sturdy and does not get bumped over that easy. So you're going to want to stick one piece right there and the other 2 on the bottom. This will hold it up very sturdy. And then right here, you're going to want to squish it down nice and tight to the base plate. That way it holds very sturdy, and then you're going to want to squish the back of it against it too. As you can see, I'm tapping and bumping it. It's very sturdy. This is what I use. It's great. Alright, so now we're going to talk about building your sets. So you see here, I have a lot of jumbled stuff. We'll start off with these gray ones right here. They are just simply some different sheets stuck together on the back where you don't see it. Because camera angle, as long as the camera doesn't see it, doesn't matter. You can see they go down in between the studs, actually very nice like this and sturdy. And then you clip on another one beside it if they're not already together. Then you can just stick those together in the back to get those seams up nice, or you can just push them together, whatever you want, whatever works best. Okay, and then for this next part here, we have, this was a little shot I was going to use for that Area 51 video, but that got cancelled, never finished it. Right here, it's just like a little security room, but you can see if we turn it around, there's actually, like, the back is very rough. Camera doesn't see it, again, so it doesn't matter. Only build what the camera's going to see. It works perfect. See, this camera's just that. That's all you need. Now for this little part, you can see there's this crease here in the wall. And that is because you are able to actually take that bit off, and you're able to get your camera in there nicely. See, if I take this off here, it comes right out. Now you don't have to smash your sets. You can just get right in there and do whatever you need. Alright, so for these background here, it's actually very nice. I got them at Hobby Lobby. I have multiple of them. They have multiple patterns, colors, just in the scrapbooking paper section. They're very great. Only like 89 cents a piece, something like that, average. I know you can get poster board at Walmart. I should get some of that. I've heard it's a bit better. So yeah, maybe I'll upgrade to that. But for starters, I say just get this. It's very easy to set up. Make sure to have the curve in it, so the lighting bends nice, and it's very nice. Alright, so now we're going to be going through a basic walk cycle. So I'll play it for you a couple times here. It looks very nice and smooth. So you're going to want to start out with him straight. We're going at 15 FPS, by the way. So we're going to have him straight, standing up, arms down, head forward. Just nice. Now his left leg up, left arm back a bit, and right arm up, leaning forward a bit. Now we're going to balance him in between the studs. Right arm up a bit more, left arm back a bit more. And you can use some tack putty if you need to get him in that middle. Now you're going to push him down, arms coming in a little bit, and leaning back a bit there. And then now he's going to go back to straight and back like we started. Now we'll go through it a bit faster, just with the other leg. So now his right leg's up, right arm's back, left arm's forward. Now he's in the middle. You can use some tack putty if you need, just like that. Leaning back a bit there, straight. And then you'll just repeat that process. You'll get better and better. It might look choppy at start, but you will get better. Don't worry about it. Alright, so now we're going to be talking about lighting your set. So you can see here we have a key light, fill light, and backlight. So right here, this is what your key light is going to be. It's your main focus of light. It's going to light up your entire shot, mainly your subject. Okay? Now we're going to switch to our backlight. So this, I have mine at a bit of an angle. I'd like to have it more back, but I just can't do that. It gets the job done though. Okay, let me switch these around here to get this all set up. Okay, this right here, this is your fill light. So this is going to be a bit dimmer than your key light, but it's there to fill in those extra shadows, and I use it to fill up my background a bit too. So now if we turn all of those on at the same time, we get a very nice filled out shot. you'll be looking like a pro in no time. Just follow those key light, fill light, and backlight. It'll look very nice. So now we're going to talk about the principle of ease in and ease out. So I'll play this for a couple times. The guy swings his arm. Every motion has this principle. So he starts out small, moves a bit bigger, and then slows down again. And then when it comes down, starts slow, get bigger, bit bigger, then he'll try to slow it down a bit, it swings past him, and then it'll kind of gradually come back to a nice slow position. Okay, so now I'll play it again a little bit faster for you, just still kind of slow so you can see, and then there you go. When making a brick film, you want to keep everything moving. So you can see in this little clip here, the guy spins around, and you can see the other guy's heads there are moving with it. So, like when the guy gets kicked out here, you can see they're looking with it. So just having those details makes it look much better. In brick films, you want to have camera movement. Without it, your shots seem boring sometimes. As a beginner, it's okay not to have it, but you can see right here for this 5 frames, I just kept the camera lined up perfectly with the guy running up behind him. And you don't really see this that much in the video, but it's a nice little detail. Right here, he jumps. I just kept the guy in the same general part of the frame. It wasn't perfect, but he stayed right there. Shaky cam, a lot of people think shaky cam is hard. When I first saw it, I was scared of it, but it's actually very easy. You just put your camera in random little circles, and with that camera stand I gave you, makes it much easier. Okay, so now he gets up, cuts to the back with him punching him. Shaky cam still. Camera follows him up again, kind of like I did when the other guy was jumping down. Follows him up, jumping, and he smashes him. Now we're going to go over some camera settings. So these are what you're going to set your stop motion app for. So go down, press that gear option, and you're going to set your FPS here. Let me jump around. I shoot at 15 FPS like I said earlier in the video. Okay, this next one here, this is just fade in, fade out. I barely ever use it. I used it in older videos. Here is for like these overlay things. Those are trash, never use them. These are for shading. I'm not sure if they're good or not. I don't use them. I do everything in InShot. And then if you press this 4K here, they have SD, high quality, 4K, HD, whatever, all that stuff. I do HD. I would use high quality or 4K, but those for some reason don't work. Like the onion skinning, I mean the camera works, but the onion skins, like where it shows your last photo, it wrecks it, like it shrinks it or something. I don't know why. So press this camera button, okay, and then you're gonna focus on your guy, okay. Now press this M, go over to, yeah, there you go, and then press the P button. That'll bring you to full manual. You can do everything, exposure, white balance. You can go over to the white balance option right here, and they have everything. I usually don't use these. I just leave it at what it's at, and then, like I said, I do all the shading and stuff in InShot. Okay, now here's zoom. You can zoom in on your characters. If you have an okay camera, you can get some nice close-ups. My camera isn't the best, but it's okay. S7, you know, it works. And then you can go to this light option here, make it dark or light. This is useful sometimes. I've used it a little bit, I think. Now we're on to sound effects. Okay, so I recommend YouTube, Sound Bible, freesound.org, and sometimes Orange Free Sounds. Those are all pretty good places. I highly recommend YouTube and maybe freesound.org. Those are probably my 2 favorite. Anyways, I got this little clip here of my Rick Brofig. He cocks back, swings, and punches Santa, because, I mean, who does not want to punch Santa Claus right in the gut, right? So he goes flying back, right? So, there we go. We'll click on that, go to audio, 1 second here. There we go. Go to library, scroll down to the sound you want. Usually they're in these little packs here, and you'll go down to your pack, click on that tab, it'll drop down all of your sounds there. I'm going to use one of these 2 fist swings here. I'm going to be giving you guys a link to this free pack, by the way, for fighting sound effects. So you're going to click on it, go to audio, and then you can adjust the volume of it. So I'll just set this at about 70. Right here, when he's swinging, so he like cocks back and now he's swinging forward. So we're going to use that other fist swing sound. I used the second one there, now let's use it first. Because you don't want to use the same one over and over or else it gets repetitive and annoying to listen to. So I'm going to go there, right? So he's punching, and then you want to add the punch sound effect right before it actually hits him, okay? So you're going to go back down to that pack, open it up, go to your punch. I'm going to use the 3rd one here. I'm just playing through them. I like that one. I know you can't hear it, but you will after I do this editing. I'll play it back for you guys. Okay, so there we go. Cocks back, punches him. Okay, and now I will play this other clip for you right now. Now we're going to talk about animating to voices, or a voice. Okay, so right here you can see I got my dude typing on a keyboard, shifting around and stuff for when he's talking. He's talking to himself, obviously. I mean, what do you expect? And then he's, you just guesstimate how much he's moving and how long he's talking. Record your audio before you actually shoot any frames. And if you need to pause frames, like if you shot too short, you can go in there and you can pause them for however many extra frames you need. That way it'll cut in, you can line it up nice. And then do the same thing for other characters and just blend it in. You'll get used to it. It's super nice. Alright, bonus tip. Don't be shy, okay? So often, or in my older videos, I used to take smaller movements because I didn't want my stuff to look choppy. And I've started like making my movements a bit bigger, like especially in fight scenes and stuff. You can see these movements are much larger than what I would have used to been. What I used to do. Okay, so it looks much better too because it's fast paced. It looks more realistic. Okay, so you can see like when they swing, there's just those bigger movements. They still ease in and ease out, but it keeps it looks so much better. Another example would be this one right here, and he like takes 1 or 2 frames to spin around a bit, but then he spins like halfway around in like just 1 or 2 frames, and it's super fast, but it looks nice and just looks great. So remember, just keep it original, do what you think looks good, and it'll turn out great. Thank you guys so much for watching. This video was like agonizing to make and it kind of hurt, took a while, but hope you guys liked it. I hope you learned something. Have a good day and God bless you.